What's up, y'all?
What's going on? We are at the Thousand Trails Oaks at Point South.
In South Carolina.
Let's go check out this campground.
Let's go.
This campground is right off of Interstate 95 in Yemassee, South Carolina. There's no gate. You just come on in here just past the dog park and the main office. We've also got the swimming pool over there. And you just kind of pull off to the side here. You can go inside and pick up your paperwork. We did experience assigned sites here when we got here. Some people don't like the assigned sites, but for us at a 41-foot rig, I was a little worried coming in here. There are definitely some sites that are tight with the trees or too small, so it was nice that they had something picked out for us that was 70 feet long that we could fit into. The dog park is pretty good size. I was impressed. They put down a bunch of logs over here that I guess when the tree fell down, they just kind of chopped them up. You could sit on the logs, you can have your dog run around them or jump over them. It's a good sized dog park. A couple of dog poo stations right there. Easy to get in and out. Swimming pool's not quite ready yet for the season. Overall, it looks pretty good though. I've seen the swimming pools look far worse. It's 3.5 feet deep, going down to 8 feet deep on the other end. Looks like a pretty nice pool for the summertime. One aspect that I really like of this activity center, normally they would close it down at 6 o'clock when the office would close, but they have added a little door code so that you can go into the activity center later, take advantage of games, puzzles, watch TV, use the Wi-Fi. This is the first Thousand Trails where I've experienced where they've done that, and I would love for them to do that with more of the parks. Firewood for $10 a bundle. A little pricey, but it looks like a good sized bundle. There's a bathhouse right here. There's 2 bathhouses and they're pretty much both identical. Also, we just talked with the office. Packages here are free as long as you're not excessively abusing it. So don't order too much Amazon and you won't have to pay them anything to pick up your packages here. It's a huge benefit over a lot of the Thousand Trails that are $5 per package. A lot of these sites are a variety of shapes and sizes with trees woven all throughout. The park office does have an idea of the size on each of them and the condition, which is definitely what I want to hear, so that when they're assigning sites, they're making sure you've got something appropriate for your size rig. We have appreciated that. Tanya wanted to go look at the laundry room and just realized there's an old-fashioned clothesline right there. So here's laundry here. It's on the back side of the office. So it can go up to $275 for a heavy load. Dryers are $225. And they're using CSC. But which one? CSC Mobile. It kind of drives me nuts because there's a CSC Mobile and a CSC Go, and they are 2 completely separate apps. So I don't really see any signage that says which direction to drive on the roads. You kind of just got to pay attention to how the RVs are angled. It's kind of interesting. Thankfully, when you check in, they give you directions on a paper map showing you which way to turn and which road to drive down. Over here we've got some horseshoes and some mini golf. Now, I have been through this park 2.5 years ago, and the last time I was, this all looked terrible. So they have, whoever's running the park now has done a great job of cleaning this up and making this all look very nice. Like somebody's been getting creative with painting the mini golf. I like the different splotches of color. Yeah, I want to say the last time I was here, this was all covered in pine needles and leaves. And all I could think about was I have to bring my broom over here to clear it off before I could even play mini golf. I like this little fire pit gathering area that they've constructed. I think this is quite a bit newer. Put some little lights around it. Haven't seen the lights on yet. We're not staying here for very long, so would like to come back and see this get used. I wonder if people bring their chairs over here and just have a gathering at the fire pit. Would be pretty nice. And then if anybody wants to shoot some hoops, they've got, I guess, a basketball court right here. The hoop's looking a little low though. I wonder if that's adjustable. Well, it's supposed to be adjustable. I'm sure it could be moved around. So you can see our truck right there and our RV. We're looking at these sites. They're so small. The only thing you could really fit into these is like a camper van. And it's kind of cute. They got these little half picnic tables. They figured, small spot, why do you need a big picnic table, I suppose. The power situation on ours, the power was so far to the front, and our hookup on the RV is all the way at the back. So I had to pull the RV further forward in order for my cable to fit, and then I wound up having to park behind the RV. That's not too much of a problem. And then you can see up there, our closest dumpster is right across the street. Some people may not appreciate that, but I don't mind. Well, we've got 50 amp, we've got full hookup, sewer, water, and our T-Mobile internet speed has been great. I have greatly appreciated that. Probably because we're close to Interstate 95. Usually T-Mobile would work real well when you're by an interstate. Here's another empty spot here. The power posts are older. They appear to be well maintained. There's some tent camping spots over there across the way in the trees. A few more sites here, smaller proportions. And then here's the second bathhouse. Hey, buddy. Squirrel. So this campground isn't too big. Not a whole lot of sites here. Maybe 100 if I had to guess. And back here in the back, there's some ponds, and they've got trails that you can take to go around these ponds. Just heed the warnings where it says don't feed the gators, because there are alligators back here. But then the unique and interesting thing, and the reason why we've technically been here before, is on the other side of the pond is a KOA, which we have indeed done a review for. It's a nice KOA. We really appreciated it. One of the best customer service KOAs we'd ever been at. There's a pizza restaurant inside. They had a coffee bar, and I think they did wine tasting over there. So technically, if you wanted to, you could walk through here and go over to their coffee shop and have a nice espresso. They do have a dog poo station here at the entrance to this. Oh, they call it a lake, not a pond. My apologies. You can ride your bikes back here as well. I've ridden bikes. We just saw a family come through here. There's a really big tree over there that fell down. It is a bit scary for me to think about seeing how many of these trees have come down, putting us a bit at risk, bringing our RV in here. I guess when you look over that way and see the sun glimmering off the water, that does look like a decent sized lake over there. I was thinking it was just this, looking like a mosquito infestation. Water looks like it's connected right through here. And the trail goes all the way around the body of water. The KOA is over in that general area. All right, Tanya and I are gonna go see the closest thing they got to a grocery store, the Yemisi Food Mart. If you need something bigger like a Walmart, it's gonna be more than 20-mile drive from here. Also, while you're in the area, a lot of people, ourselves included, are interested in checking out like downtown Savannah. If you're a Thousand Trails member and looking for a discounted way to go see things, this is a good spot to stop if you want to go into Savannah on the weekend or whatever day you've got off, so you can check out some of the beautiful old sites there. It's 46 miles to Savannah, Georgia from here. Just watch out for that traffic when you're headed back. All right, y'all. That is all we've got for the Thousand Trails Oaks at Point South here in South Carolina. As South Carolina refers to this area as the Low Country. Tanya and I were discussing that last night. What does that mean? I think it's because, one, it's southeast. Two, its altitude's real low. You got a lot of swamp area down here as it's right down by the coast. So a couple different reasons why they call it the Low Country. The grocery store in Yemassee is not really a grocery store. It's a gas station. It's older and they need a lot of maintenance done and they're not keeping it stocked and it's very expensive. So I wouldn't recommend that. The Dollar General, Family Dollar have a lot of, simple basics that you need, but you're better off just making the 20-mile drive over to Beaufort. I believe that's the name of it. There's Walmart, there's Food Lion, plenty of stuff over there. So go over there, get stocked up, and you're good to go. The sunrise is real beautiful, and right as the sun was coming up, the birds just started chirping like crazy. They've actually calmed down since then. It's a beautiful area. A couple things to warn you of. The no-see-ums bite. Bad. I don't care for that at all. I wound up having to use a lot of bug spray while being here. And then this area being so low, I've already heard plenty of stories about flooding at this park. So be wary about being here in a very wet and rainy season. My friend Sean from Our Vision Nomadic Living actually had some tales and stories of being here and seeing people stuck in the mud at this park. So be wary of those things. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Remember, life happens. Don't let it stop you. Stay fresh, cheese bags. What you whining at, Daisy? Huh? What you whining at? You good girl.